This is our interview with Kaly's mom, where she tells us her story of immigrating to Canada. What were the push and pull factors regarding immigrating to Canada?
Well, I came to Canada because my husband had gotten a job offer here. We figured that we would try to get away from the busy life in China and go somewhere fresh and new. Not only that, but we wanted more than one child, which was the policy at the time in China.
Do you regret coming to Canada?
Yes, sometimes. I have all my friends and family back in China, and I find it would be a lot easier to go back to the culture I was raised in.
What were some of the difficulties you faced while immigrating to Canada?
Mostly, it was language and education. We had to completely redo our degrees, even though they should be considered perfectly qualified, and going through university, getting a job, and taking care of our children when we did not know English was very difficult at the start.
What was easy about immigrating?
There really was nothing easy because we cannot communicate and had difficulty finding jobs.
How can the immigration system be improved?
I think that they should make it so that degrees from other countries can be evaluated to see if they qualify, because there is no need to relearn something you have already spent so long learning. It's only hindrance.
How was life in Canada different from your previous life in China?
It is a lot slower. In China, everything is fast-paced, there's a lot of competition, and the quality of life is generally worse because of the amount of people. However, the culture is a lot more defined and significant because China is not very multicultural. It is nice to meet people of different ethnicities and be able to experience new things like that in Canada.
Was adapting to a different culture difficult?
Yes, mostly it was mannerisms and customs because there are many things that would be considered rude in Chinese culture, but polite here. It was many things like that, but not only was it difficult, it was also very interesting to experience a new lifestyle and have the opportunity to try new things.
If you hadn't immigrated to Canada, what would you have done?
I think that I would have stayed in China because we already had a stable job and all of our family and friends were there. Later though, a lot of my family moved to America, so maybe we would have gone with them. Originally, we were going to only stay in Canada for a couple years and then immigrate back, but we realized that we enjoyed our lives here and stayed.
What is good about the immigration system?
The immigration policies are very strict and are not easy to pass through. I feel safe knowing that Canada makes the necessary precautions to make sure nobody dangerous can get in. Not only that, but it makes sure that the people who come into Canada are qualified to get jobs and benefit our society.
How has your viewpoint of Canada changed since?
I think that I understand the language and culture a lot better. I can really appreciate the multiculturalism, and I much prefer our lifestyle here to our fast-paced lives in China.
Thank you for watching our interview with Kaly's mom.